This is atrocious. What you guys are doing here to people, man. You guys are fucking sicko. Sully, you are a fucking son of a bitch.
Mason left again. I wasn't pumping him up.
Dude, like, you don't even need to give these guys, like, don't even give them time. Don't even give them a stage to air out their fucking jumbled fucking ideas in their head, dude. This is fucking insanity. I mean, could you just imagine what he couldn't even understand how this actually relates to the overall dialectic and what's actually being pushed for. It's like, it's so fucking painful, dude. Stop with this shit. Let's just talk about fucking anime, where you guys are actually well prepared to talk about, you fucking nerds. This is terrible.
You should debate Sinthe.
I was trying to understand this point
I will set a motherfucker straight in 2 weeks. Y'all let me come back in this motherfucker. Y'all are fucking too lame and too dumb and too sissified and too beta. You guys are joining vegan movements because you think it's going to get you laid. These women hate you. They despise you. They're never going to sleep with you.
So hold up. Actually, you got some feedback, Murphy. But okay. So Sinthe, I don't know if you want to pick up where Mason left off. I mean, we were at this point about cow intelligence, basically.
With this guy, this screaming dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, not just Shamos, but there's a few other. Well, sensitive boy, I think, is also willing to dispute NTT.
I'm demonstrably one of the most intelligent people in this room. Sorry.
There's a few.
I'm demonstrably one of the smartest people in this room. Suck a dick.
No, that's definitely not true.
Yeah, you're just wrong.
Shamos, why should I believe you're smart? What's the smartest thing you've ever done?
Bro, because all of my peers, all these people who I fucking hate, have promoted me to that.
Who?
They all know it's true.
Wait, can I ask Sinthe? Can I ask Sinthe a question? Sinthe,
yeah, sure. This guy seems kind of dumb.
Do you think that there is this shared concept? Like, if you walk up to most English speakers and just ask them, "What is an ordinary cow?" Do you think that is like a concept that most people share? Or like
an ordinary cow? Yeah, I can imagine what the average cow would be, yeah.
But there's this concept that most people have. Well, but there's like this concept that most people have in mind that whether you would be able to show them something and ask them.
What's the answer to my question? It's not good. I'm not gonna be able to get clear by doing this, right? Like, what's the answer to my question? Do you just mean the average cow?
Question? Well, I don't know. It's not defined in terms of being the average cow, right?
Oh, then I don't know what you're referring to.
Well, the average. So if you say like the average cow, that assumes you have like an extension of cows. So I guess Murph. Well, I guess sensitive boy's question is more about whether you can identify a cow.
They're just having the concept of a cow. What's the definition of a cow? Yeah, I think most people have like a concept of what a cow is. Of English speakers, sure. Yeah, what's the
right?
Yeah,
but even if they was transported to like another planet where there was all cows could.
That's not going to be the same as an ordinary cow, though, right? Like, we'll understand that like some cows are non-ordinary.
Right. Like if you were transported to a place where cows could do calculus, those would not be
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, this like I'm not sure how the NTT conversation got to this, but like obviously there's
So what if someone said, what if you ask someone what is the trait? We just ask the NTT question and they say, well, just being an ordinary cow. Yeah, you know what that is, right?
Well, look, that just means that you're going to think the things that aren't ordinary cows are things that you can't eat.
Yeah,
that is responsible. Right? So you think you can't eat pigs, you can't eat weird, you can't eat pigs, you can't eat weird cows.
Well, I mean, fine with weird cows, but you could just say.
But are weird cows ordinary cows?
The question, hold on, but the question is specifically, what is the trait that is cows? True? No, they're not.
Okay, cool. So they're not gonna fall under your category of ordinary cow.
That's right.
So you're gonna think it would be wrong to eat weird cows if you give that as an answer to an NTT.
Yeah. No. That's not gonna be. First off, that's not a contradiction, and it's not a reductio.
Contradiction.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me finish. So it's not. Firstly, it's not a contradiction, and secondly, it's not like a reductio that sounds bad to most people, right? Like if I just said I don't eat cows that have two heads.
To most people, look, if you tell most people I'm only okay with eating ordinary cows, I think it'd be wrong to eat an ordinary pig or a weird cow, right? Or a cow that's like got a strange color.
An ordinary pig. Well, I think you're making a mistake.
There's no mistake I'm making. You said that the trait.
I can explain what it is. Yeah, I can explain what it is.
No, don't do that right now, right? Let's just listen, right? If you're going to say that the trait is just being an ordinary cow, Right? Are you just going to say that things that aren't an ordinary cow are okay to eat? Because if not, you haven't answered the question.
Think about what the question is in the context of the NTT, right? The question is, what is the difference between a cow and a human, such that? Wait, why are you saying no? The question is going to be
name the trait true of one, not the other. That would justify eating it.
Wait, just hold on a sec. The question is, in this conversation, it's going to be someone asks you, do you think eating a cow is okay? And you say yes. Do you think eating a human is okay? You say yes. And then someone asks you, what is the trait that is true of a cow, such that if it was true of a human, would cause you to say it's okay to eat it? Obviously, it wouldn't be something like being an ordinary pig, right? The only question you could give in this context is that it's ordinary cow. Like if I said it's a pig, right? That would be like moronic, because a cow.
So just to be clear, the trait true of a cow that if true of a human would justify eating it, that's being an ordinary cow?
Yeah.
Okay, so if the cow wasn't an ordinary cow, how would you feel about it then?
Well, if it was like, I don't know, smart, like really smart, I would be against the human.
No, just if it was like weird, like if the cow just looked silly.
Well, I mean, it depends on how different it is, such that it wouldn't like fall into the category of ordinary.
Yeah, let's say it's
like a cow could look a little bit weird.
It's a really weird looking cow with a bunch of silly colors on it. It's very, very, very clearly not an ordinary cow, right?
Like it has like clown colors on it.
Yeah, sure.
It has polka dots.
Yeah. I'd say it's. I wouldn't eat it.
You wouldn't eat it because of the fact that it's got silly colors. Would you say it's morally wrong to eat it because it's got the silly colors?
Sure.
Yeah, so look, that is a reductio on most people's view. That the value of it becomes morally wrong to eat a cow if it looks very colorful, right? That's obviously.
But it's not like a moral reductio, right?
I don't know what you mean by a moral reductio.
No, like when Askisov talks to people, usually he forms it in terms of like, well, you either.
Well, okay, look, hold on.
Yourself.
If you wanted to say that,
I hate how every time I go into one of these VCs, somebody makes me debate some retard and I have to ruin my high.
No. I mean, I'll agree that the idea that the cow has strange colors is not morally relevant, right? Like that's you almost have to grant that prima facie that there are cows out there who have strange sort of colorations, right? And so that can't be morally relevant, right? Like that's kind of the. I wouldn't say I think that the term reductio is kind of abused in these conversations, but I would understand what somebody means when they say that the coloration is not the morally relevant feature, right?
Yeah, of course the coloration is not going to be morally relevant. Yeah.
I mean, you could think that. You could think
Wait, but Murphy, can I just run my reductor real quick?
Sure. Wait, can I just say one thing, and then you can.
Wait, it's gonna. Okay, go ahead.
Well, I would say if I found a cow out there that was colored like the rainbow, I mean that would be something that is really unique. Why would you want to eat it? Okay, go ahead. I mean, there is a wrongness in destroying things that are unique.
Yeah, Yes,
let's just cut the bullshit, dude.
Let's say it's a cow that has Down syndrome, right? Now it's not unique, but it's certainly not ordinary. The ordinary cow doesn't have Down syndrome. Right? Would it be wrong to eat a cow if it had Down syndrome?
This is vegan on vegan violence.
Let's just cut the bullshit. Moral veganism is logically incoherent. I'll give the argument right now. Let's cut the bullshit.
Yeah, make sure the argument concludes with something that shows there's a contradiction. I'm down to hear it, though. Show me the incoherency. Shamos, go ahead. You just interrupted the conversation to say that. Now you're silent. What are you doing?
Yeah. Let me look. I've got this well prepared. So let me explain to you some things. And this might take a little while, and he's going to cry a lot once he realizes how scathing this critique is. But I'll try to force my way through it. So what you'll notice is let's take Ask Yourself or whatever this dude is. This guy, right? He drives 30 minutes back and forth to work from his college and stuff. And he even told me he smoked a few rabbits on his ride home from college. And he actually pulled over and cried because he's such a little bitch boy about it. But after he got done wiping the tears out of his eyes and stuff and finishing his drive home, after he smoked that rabbit there on the freeway or whatever it was, he was kind of lamenting.
Stop being a weird attention whore.
No. Just listen to me. See, when it gets scathing,
your life story.
when it gets poignant and scathing, you fucking little pussies run.
But what I'm saying is,
what I'm saying is, these moral vegans have made compromises, practical compromises with their morality. And what Ask Yourself basically said was he's a moral vegan, and what he does it so much so that it's part of his identity. But he forsakes the morality of his view just so he can get
of Ask Yourself
so he can get home.
Veganism. Skip to the
Excuse me.
Excuse
me. You wanted
You're
it,
excused,
but
hurry
when
up.
I give it to you, you fucking cry and you run.
Hurry
What
up.
I'm telling you is, he's Ask Yourself over the past 5 years has killed at least 11 innocent rabbits and mice and voles on his ride back home from community college or wherever he was coming from. And he knows that the road that he could take is probably going to kill some of these animals because he's done it a bunch. And he still actually drives, and he still
your critique.
just listen to what I'm saying. This is a huge critique, and when you're going to let me finish.
What he's saying.
He's
Dog,
still
is your argument just you're vegan and yet you drive? Is that it?
No. What I'm saying is you have more. You're a moral vegan, right? And what these animals, they deserve moral rights, but not if you need to get home 30 minutes quicker. A rabbit is surely you've already made that compromise, and not if you need to go to community college. If you need to go to community college, then there are some rabbits that need to die as a necessary byproduct of your education, and you've already come to terms with that. And so what I'm saying is, in all of these, let me explain to you.
How long do you need to explain before you can get to an actual argument?
It is an actual argument.
In order for the water to be scathing, you have to slowly heat it up.
Stop posturing. Just let me explain.
Give him 30 more seconds.
You have a bunch of people under this moral umbrella of moral veganism, and yet all of them engage constantly in the killing of in the needless killing of animals. Every single day. All of them every single day. Okay, and they engage in the needless and gratuitous killing of animals every single day. And what's even funny about these hypocrite motherfuckers is while they're engaged in the needless and gratuitous killing of animals every single day to fund nothing more than their hedonistic lifestyle, so he can get money and bitches and get a good job and all this stuff, participate in society. He does all of that while calling out a bunch of other people for doing the same shit that he's doing at just a much larger scale.
I'm not even a vegan, and this is like so retarded. Like, how do you not hear yourself and think this like it's just
okay? Good. We think that you're retarded. Let me finish.
Dog, we're not the ones stopping you from finishing.
No, you're interrupting.
You've been edging for like an hour.
You're interrupting me. I'm just saying, if you're
like
interrupting
a clean 2 minutes
permission
straight
to finish
and
granted, dog. Fucking pinch off that sentence. Just pinch off your turd of a run-on sentence. Shut the fuck up.
Are you guys unable to actually sit here and have a conversation and somebody speak to you that lasts longer than a couple of minutes?
It's not a conversation.
Yeah, I don't want to hear you lasting. Yeah, your conversation. Yeah. Retard. I'm answering your question. You're like, retard. Look, so yes, obviously we're not. Listen.
It wasn't meant for you to answer.
I'm gonna make sure you know the answer.
Let's go one at a time, guys. Hold on.
A rhetorical question that's not meant for you to be answering. You're
Seamus.
No, I want you guys to hear the fucking critique and let it soak in and shut your fucking mouth.
Your critique has been you ranting about AY for like fucking hours.
Your critique is more like a personal attack on AY, right? And talking about he's a hypocrite. That doesn't do anything.
No. I'm literally levying a critique on all of the vegans.
How is that? Look, just present just make the inductive case.
A rock right now.
Shamos, we got to make room to go back and forth. All right, so like you gave your.
He said that
point. You just for me to present the argument, and then we go back and forth.
No. Look. Your point was that vegans are okay with sacrificing animal lives for certain personal motivation.
Hold on, Sully, because I want to get clear on this.
Let's get a response to that.
Vegetarian varies by individual.
Yeah, look, so
what I'm saying is how much do I forsake it, how often they forsake it, for what reason.
The issue with your argument is just that if you think the average vegan is not committed to the view that they've done something immoral, obviously the average vegan will say, yes, there are ways in which it's been a hypocrite. The examples you named wouldn't work for that, though. Those would just be examples where the vegan has good reason to.
Let me render an argument.
When somebody says don't cause unnecessary animal suffering, unnecessary there is just indexed morally, right? It's just saying don't cause morally unnecessary animal suffering, not logically unnecessary animal suffering.
Okay, hold on. Shamos, you want to render an argument?
That's what I've been doing the whole time.
No, wait, but do you want to? Okay, I'm not even going to force premise conclusion, but like give the argument in a way that people can interact with it at the very least. something succinct.
Look,
Okay, go ahead.
my whole life on the internet hasn't been built around me presenting an argument in a way that you dumb fucks can interact with it.
No, we don't need this right now, Shamos. Like, there's multiple
if
people
you
that
want to be
talk
the
on this
ringleader
topic.
of a bunch of fucking
No,
like
I'm trying to mod. I'm trying to, dude,
amateurs talking about the ontology of cows. If you wanna be the ringleader of a bunch of amateurs talking about the ontology of cows, then I'll step aside, faggot. I'll step aside, faggot.
Don't make me
Talk about the ontology of cows, then, little queers.
Oh my
Okay,
god, what is he doing?
I'll tell you why veganism is
just
fucking
Sperging.
incoherent if you fucking want to hear it, though, you little pussies.
Yes,
I
that's
know,
Sperg.
Nobody wants to hear you talk.
That's right.
Nobody wants to hear you talk anymore.
Ringlead them on into the ontology of cows for another hour.
Nobody
you know.
wants to hear you talk anymore,
Shamos.
Seamus. You're right. Pipe down.
Yeah,
You don't have to speak.
peace out. That's
I'm
for me. Peace out.
I'm being very charitable to you as a mod, Shamos, because I could have muted you when you were over talking me just now, right? I could kick you out just for listen, dude. Look, I'm giving you a space to make your argument, right?
Yeah. Then how about this? All of you shut up for the next like 4 minutes, and I'm going to go through why
bitch.
more
Wow,
veganism
another
is
4 minutes?
Nah, bitch. Not 4 more minutes of you being retarded.
Okay, you want to talk about deep philosophical stuff, but you
Listen, Shamos, look, you made points. I'm not going to give you 4 entire minutes. I would like a succinct version of the arguments you've been trying to make this whole time.
I just want to
So
know
that
if he has an
people get a
argument
summary.
specifically for the claim that every vegan has unnecessarily killed some animal in their life.
Give a summary.
Wait.
Hold on. Wait. Shamos. Give a summary of your strongest argument, and then in the course of the conversation, you'll be able to make further points. Just go ahead. Just give like the summary of your strongest.
I'm going to give the most base summary through just an analogy.
Yeah,
Listen,
here we go. Here, look, finish the sentence. Veganism is incoherent because.
I'm a moral non-liar. I have a moral. Listen. I'm gonna make this so simple for you people. I'm a moral non-liar. My whole identity is based around it. I have a YouTube channel based on moral non-lying. Okay, my whole identity, my whole lifestyle is cultivated around this. I've cultivated a YouTube channel around moral non-lying. Okay,
What's the channel called?
I identify as a moral non-liar. My channel is about moral non-lying. Okay, all of my
just say what it means. Just say what it means, dude. Come on.
Listen to me.
He's just promoting his YouTube
I'm
now.
almost done. I'm actually almost done. I'm almost done. And I'm a moral non-liar. Okay, even though I lie all the fucking time for personal gain. Okay, and all of my friends who are also moral non-liars, they lie all the fucking time too for also personal gain. And nothing unifies us in the way that we seek our personal gain, in the way that we utilize our.
I don't know
moral
why
non-lying.
this retard is just asking after. Like,
I don't know how he ever had the audacity to say any of his peers took him to be like the best debater. Like, what the hell?
Why
was this your argument against veganism, Shamos? You just spent like the past minute and a half saying I'm a moral non-liar and my channel is moral non-liar and other people moral non-liar. You repeated the term moral non-liar like 6 times
because he doesn't know what a freaking argument is. He's just an idiot.
This isn't even an argument against veganism. This is an argument pointing out.
That wasn't an argument at all. He's just like Sperging.
I'm telling you this. Imagine that I have my whole identity around being a moral person.
Yeah, let's give it a couple more hours. The argument's right around the corner.
And then when you find out, my whole lifestyle is cultivated around being a fucking liar over things that aren't. I'm not lying to like get abscond some moral dilemma that's like really troublesome.
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
wait, why are you lying then?
To get to work a little faster. I'm lying to fucking like save a little bit of money. I'm lying, and then you find out that I'm a moral non-liar. My YouTube channel is based on moral non-liars. All my buddies are moral non-liars, and all of us are fucking lying assholes that have arbitrary standards on what constitutes when and when we can't lie, all for our own personal gain. And then we're referred to as moral non-liars. The whole movement is bankrupt. All of you guys are murderers. You kill animals all the time, and you do it for stuff as simple as getting to work sooner or fucking saving money on fucking some fucking consumer item or whatever else. All of you do it, and you just sit around and to claim people who engage in it slightly more than you do so as being morally abhorrent, while you yourself do it all the fucking time for non-moral reasons. That shows that the view is absolutely.
That's not true. Most people, when they lie, they do so for moral reasons.
What? Wait, what do you mean by incoherent in this context?
Like the thing is that like most people by their own lights think that when they're lying, it's the thing they should do in the situation that they're in. So like as far as like most people are concerned about lying.
That's not true. That's a minority of cases.
Oh, you think
the Jews under the
most
basement
people
are a minority of
they
cases.
think they're doing something wrong when they
Most people lie because they grabbed an ice cream out of the freezer when they weren't supposed to before dinner. Most people aren't lying to protect Jews from the fucking Gestapo's, asshole. You're just grossly misrepresenting
They
that.
think that the right thing in the situation for them, even if you're like a little 5-year-old kid,
Not true.
you steal a fucking
Gross
popsicle from the
misrepresentation.
freezer.
Precisely
Dude,
what I would.
even-
That's a,
Yeah, but look, the kid
That's a
thinks they
minority
should
case.
get ice cream, dude. They think they deserve the popsicle, dude. It's not
no,
like
they
they
don't.
think they're
No,
doing.
they know. No,
Yeah,
they don't. They
yeah,
know that
do.
they know
Oh,
that
yeah,
they've done something wrong. They know that they don't get it until after dinner, and then they lied about it. That's what they've done.